these. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a light train. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people, so it might help to have it do it. Trip, you've met Tim, our motorman. Wave to us, Tim. There we go. And right over here next to me, this is Ian, my assistant conductor. Now, Ian is still learning, and he is still in training. So again, the thing is, Ian, we're going to have him do our safety talk today, all right? All right, Ian, remember, your show.
Her sister lives in the same building where my grandmother did. Their sister lives across the street. But the grandmother lives in West Street.
No, we were planning this for a bit.
We made him nervous.
We want Ian, no pressure.
Come on, Ian.
Would you like me to go through it before? All right. Welcome to the Western Railway Museum. My name is Miguel. I'm going to be your head conductor. Just for your safety, we're going to ask everyone please remain seated while the train is in motion. Normally this is where I'd say keep your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the train, but this train doesn't have windows that open, so you don't have to worry about that. Please no eating, drinking, or smoking on board the train, with the exception, of course, of drinking water. That's the only thing we permit. We're going to ask, if possible, if you can box up all food and cap all non-water beverages and whatnot. Or just please hold on to them. Please don't spill them at least. I know we got the food trucks out here and everything. Hi there, welcome aboard. Tickets, please.
Let's take it sense of that.
Beer in there. Okay, not a problem. So, hang on.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, go ahead and flip this up. And press the white button. There we go, and that closes them up. Alright folks, so we're about ready to depart. Now, back when this car was actually designed as a one-operator car. That means there's only, back when it was operating in San Diego, there would only be an operator on board. Now, however, we have a conductor and an operator, and the conductor is the one who's actually in charge of the train. So the conductor decides when the train is safe to move. The conductor would signal to the operator that it was safe to proceed with a 2-bell signal. Now, however, there is no bell system for me on this car, so I need everyone on board this train to be our bell system today, alright? And on the count of 3, I want everyone to yell out ding ding very loudly, that way Tim up front knows it's safe to move, alright?
Miguel, hold on.
1, 2, 3,
Ding ding!
Tim, one bell, cancel.
Ding!
Ding!
Ian,
Putting empty bottles in the back.
send him up over here.
I did.
Are you ready to go? Yeah.
Okay, you're already about 5 minutes past.
Are you ready to go?
So have memories of riding on these.
One moment. What a train.
going to be a brand new car house. We hope to have built sometime within the next few years. And we'll go ahead and we'll be moving all of our equipment that's currently in car house 1. That's the open air car house that we walk past. Into car house 4, and we can get all of our equipment into a nice, dry, climate-controlled facility out of Hamilton. Because most of our equipment is either at, approaching, or over 100 years old, and we really want to keep it in a nice, climate-controlled facility. Donations for car house 4 are being accepted anywhere in the museum that accepts donations. We have a front desk, or we have a drop-off at the visitor center. So if you have any questions about that or anything else on the museum, feel free to flag me down. I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Thank you.
We're seeing rabbits today. Keep your eyes peeled. Go very far.
Look at all the axles that are placed over there. Look at all the axles that are placed over there.
I didn't realize this facility was so
Like all good California drivers, we always make a full and complete stop at every single stop sign, right?
Right.
I'm not convinced. Not all of you said right. Now, the other reason we have stopped is because we're approaching the end of what are called yard limits on the railroad. Think of yard limits as basically the railroad parking lot. Just like when you're driving your car through a crowded Walmart parking lot, our rule is basically go slow and don't hit anything. Now we're about to go out on the main line. To go on the main line, you have to have authority and you have to have protection. Now, authority comes from our schedule. We are the 12:30 train. Protection on the railroad can come in many different forms. You can have a lighted signal system like a traffic light. Red means stop, yellow means slow down, green means go. We can have a dispatcher on our radio giving us permission to say go down to milepost 52. Or we can have a fancy automatic train control system like my employer Bart does, where a computer automatically controls the train. Those are all very expensive methods of control. We're a museum, we don't have much funding, so we have to go with a method of control that's effective but also cheap. So we decided to use the token system. This right here is called our token. There's only one of it, one of this little metal piece that's in my hand. While we have this in our possession under normal operations, we're the only train permitted to proceed onto the main line. If another train comes up to that stop sign and they don't have the token, they got to stop and turn around because that means main line is occupied, and we don't want to have a situation where there's two trains going opposite direction on a single track and they run into each other. Now, you might be wondering what the yellow R paddle stands for. The R paddle stands for restricted. That means we have to run at restricted speed. That is because we have a track crew working down the line, and that means we have to run slower than we normally would. Our normal speed limit is 30 miles an hour. But under restricted speed, we have to be able to stop within half the sight distance of any sort of obstruction, be it, for example, the track crew, if we see them out there. The max we can operate under restricted speed is 20 miles per hour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the token, I'm going to come up to the cab here and put it in view of our motorman Tim. That way he knows in railroad terms he has the authority and the protection to proceed. Now Tim's got that, but he needs two more things to get going. And what are those two things? 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Usually with us at a smaller, big crowds today.
No, what's it doing? It's leaking. Stop.
Look at all the cows.
Big house over there? I don't know, this way. Way out there. There's a lot of cows. See them? Oh yeah, I see my kid.
Make it up. There's no way I can. Right, stay with it. Yeah. The guy goes to me.
You know, it's tough because when my mother died at their place, police come in.
Alright, folks, we have stopped here to point out the sights along the way. Take a look off to the right-hand side. You're seeing this view very much like someone 100 or even 150 years ago would have seen it. Now, if you take a look off to about our front right, about our 1 o'clock direction, you will see the old Shiloh Church. It might be a little difficult to see in this weather, but the first Shiloh Church was built there in 1869 by Cumberland Presbyterians from back east. They came out here in search of gold. Didn't really find much gold, but they did find very good farmland. So they decided to put down roots here and become farmers. These folks are very religious people, so they really wanted to be able to go to church on Sundays. Closest Presbyterian church, however, was either in Fairfield or Rio Vista, both of which were about a 2 or 3 hour horse and buggy ride away. So think 3 hour ride, 3 hours of sermon and socializing, and another 3 hour ride back. 9 hours is too far for these folks to be away from their crops and livestock. So they built the church out there, and life was great until a cold winter night in 1875. Someone stoked the stove a little too much, and the first church burned to the ground. Oops. So what do they do now? Well, they don't want to go back to that 9 hour day, but these are farmers, they're not rich people, couldn't afford to just donate to build another church. So the church got creative and sold burial plots, $20 a plot, sold about 200 of them, raised enough money, $2,000, that was able to build the church you see today. Now, come the 20th century, all the roads out here get paved, everyone starts buying cars, town is suddenly a lot closer, a lot more fun than way out here, so that church starts getting used less and less. By the 1990s, it stops being, by the mid-20th century, being an active church, and by the 90s, the building's in very sad shape. So the museum got together with local Rotary clubs. We started a fundraiser that became our pumpkin patch, restored the building to the appearance you see it today, and the building's now a community center that can be rented out for weddings, funerals, and whatnot. As a matter of fact, we have a wedding coming up in just about a couple weeks or so that we're going to be, I think, taking people down there in the train. So that's your view of the 19th century. You're riding on 20th century technology. This car was built in 1982. This rail line you're riding on was built in 1913. It's called this rail line was called the Sacramento Northern, and it ran from Oakland and later San Francisco all the way up to Sacramento and all the way up to Chico. They ran electric interurban train service between the Bay Area and Chico. Now, think of an interurban as basically sort of a larger streetcar, a little more comfortable, and instead of staying in town, it would go between towns and then run on streetcar tracks in town. And that was the type of train that linked rural communities such as this to the big city. And then Sacramento Northern could take a train from downtown San Francisco all the way up to downtown Sacramento in just 2 hours, 45 minutes. An incredible feat for 1939 when they first started running over the lower deck of the Bay Bridge. Still an incredible feat today considering it can take it up to an hour just to drive onto the lower deck in your car today. And so that's your 20th century. Take a look off to our left-hand side, you'll see the 21st century. These are called wind turbines. Now, when they're running at about full speed, which it looks like they're almost just about at that speed right now, maybe a little less, This is called the Shiloh Wind Farm, and it can generate up to 500 megawatts of electricity. That's enough power to power a city the size of Fresno, about 500,000 people. The farmer who owns the land gets $5,000 a year, last I checked, in rent for each turbine that's there. And they also get royalties when the wind farm is profitable. And the power that's generated here is sold off to PG&E. And since we're electric powered and we get our power from PG&E, we like to think that we are at least partially a wind-powered operation. So there you have it. A little spot in the middle of nowhere. You got 3 centuries of history. Does anyone have any questions?
A lot less hassle than farming the land, that's for sure.
So the pumpkin patch, that's for
Yeah,
So the gates, they have their own
Now. patch I was mentioning earlier. The pumpkin patch in the 3 weekends leading up to Halloween in the month of October. You'll see a little children's play structure here on the right-hand side. The local Rotary Club operates the pumpkin patch, builds a hayfort around that play structure, and there are also other events such as pumpkin chucking, where you launch a pumpkin out of a catapult and try to get it through a hole in this giant pumpkin seat here on the right-hand side. And there are also other activities such as face painting, hay rides, pony rides, live music. It's a lot of fun. Come on out. We run trains every 30 minutes to the pumpkin patch between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And the ultimate way to get to the pumpkin patch is through the Western Railway Museum. There's no parking out here. You can't park your car. So just come on back in October. We would love to see you at that point. Thank you.
Bags, they go out. Yeah.
Yes. But I know, of course.
Moments here, but we're going to ask everyone, please remain on board. You can change seats and whatnot if you like, but just please remain on board the train. We're not letting passengers out at the stop today. It's a little too muddy out there for that. Thank you very much.
Where are you from? Fairfield. Fairfield, I live back in
Museum and would like to come back again and again and again. You can always upgrade your daily admission to a museum membership. Museum membership individual is going to be $50 a year. Family membership is going to be $100 a year. That gets you admission for 2 adults and 4 children. And then there are also senior and student memberships available. Senior is going to be $40 a year and student $25. So if you want to come on back and keep coming back with the museum membership, we would love to have you as one of our members. Not only that, if you want to run the trains like Tim and I do, you can always just send us an email after becoming a member, and you could be volunteering here and running these trains in just a matter of months. We provide all training and all certifications, no experience needed whatsoever. All right. So Tim needs a couple things to get going here, and what does he need? Oh, hang on. What's that? Okay. Hang on 1 second. You might have to. What does Tim need to move the train? 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Work on the cars.
curator. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he's here today, but I know he is our curator at the museum. Yeah. Right. He was here last Saturday when we were doing we were hosting the folks from Winter Rail out here. Special event. So if you want to check if he's here, just go by the front desk, ask for him, and he might be here today because it's a special event today. Yeah.
Those things are notorious for you can roll them real easy.
Yeah. Yeah, we stopped on the like,
calm your nerves. Yeah. Good luck. But him and his other working there he's dangerous. On a where there's a curve. And they one guy volunteered and went with him. That's how stupid it was. But they got hanged up. They were feeling it, right? want to get a bunch of like a so whoever renting that house went out there.
Your night shop.
Gotta keep that alcohol.
That's probably why Tim's
Get a project. But they really didn't plus but I think, you know, like anything like that, they should have gotten where it was like, get out of the wall, so they have to lay the hammer down. Because they're all a bunch of I mean, somebody knows $20.5. Like some beater in it, or like that. That's not out
Yard limit.
Come to a full and complete stop inside the station, and doors have opened. Once that is opened, we'll be exiting through this door closest to me, or right where Ian is standing right now. Thank you very much, folks. We do have, as you know, you saw, we do have a lot of food trucks and whatnot here available today for dining and whatnot. If you need restrooms, restrooms are located at the top of the hill, just right next to the Museum Cafe. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for joining us at Emerald Railway Fest today. You should be able to just open the door normally, and then just cut the switch. Once the door's fully open, turn the switch on. Yeah. That'll just keep the door open. Haven't run 178 still today. Too rainy, I guess.